What's up, everybody? This is Chicago Sports Talk. Michael back at it with another video talking, of course, the Chicago Bears. Mandatory first day of mandatory camp, so it was 100% full attendance. Only Nate Davis did not participate. I'll talk about that later, but we'll save the best for last. So I did talk about the Bears having a bargain at a defensive end later in the offseason. Also, Ryan Poles was interviewed early in this morning, and he says, quote, he was asked about on Caleb Williams. He's grinding every day to be a high-functioning quarterback in his rookie season. He also was asked about Justin Fields, and he says, Fields was a quarterback you can win with, but Williams was a quarterback you can win because of. And we talked about, if you're going to have a quarterback, like there's terms where you can win with a quarterback, and there's terms where you can win because of the quarterback. Justin Fields looks like he needs a team around him to win. Caleb Williams has shown that he can win games because of him. So that's the two differences between Justin Fields and Caleb Williams is right now, today's league is you need a quarterback to win because of instead of a quarterback you can win with. Also, let's talk about Caleb Williams and on OTAs on 11-11 drills. He was 707, was good for the most part, but he did have an interception that was by Kevin Byher, who picked him up. Team true 2-minute drill was not good in the first team offense. They ran 2 drives in 2 minutes, punted both 3 and outs, including some penalties. Defense was loud and vocal, making the offense know who won the drill. Intensively of the drill picked up by the defense. Also, with Bears minicamp, number one has wrapped up 100% in attendance, though Montez Sweat and Nate Davis did not participate in team drills. So it's been noted it was kind of an on and off day for both teams. Caleb Williams had success on 7-7s against Bears starters, even though he had an interception. And yes, the Bears starting defense dominated Caleb Williams. So it was a back-to-back battle for Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears defense. Keenan Allen was back on practice. Also counted 3 of 15 passes completed by Caleb on 7-7. He threw 1 interception, the one to Kevin Byher, and no Montez Sweat of the team. And the best part of practice was Jalen Johnson coming over the media on 7-7s and talking his issue with the tweet last week because he didn't want to. It didn't account for coverage, sacks, and checkdowns before completions. That's Jalen Johnson loves talking about it, about the trills. But one of the Caleb Williams' most impressive throws today was a sidearm quick pass to Roma Doomsday to beat the blitz, which I love to see the defense challenging Caleb on blitz blitzes, because the Minnesota Vikings do that a lot. And he also, Matt Eberflus says, hopefully he'll be ramped up and ready to go. I do think Montez Sweat will practice tomorrow. Also, Cole Kmet had a good story about Caleb Williams' competitiveness, and they said they were at Top Golf the other night, and Caleb insisted that they finish the game before they left, and they were there until 1 a.m. So let's talk about Nate Davis. I'm giving Nate Davis one last chance. Otherwise, we need to go with our replacement offensive lineman who we drafted in the 3rd round. Like I said, I'm giving Nate Davis one last chance. If he struggles, he needs to be benched. Because Nate Davis, I can understand he's not of the family situation that he had last year, and he didn't participate in practices last year, but it still kind of concerns me because there's always that, even though we think our offensive line will do good, there's always that one spot that always does bad. And it does concern me as a Bears fan going forward with Nate Davis. There were 2 days where Caleb Williams, like I said, when Allen Iverson always talk about, we talk about practice, but today's practice, Caleb Williams and the defense both dominated. Caleb obviously had did not made one crucial mistakes at the end, and also Tory Taylor has a leg. I'll tell you, I would be afraid if the Bears defense like punts. And I'm being generally serious because that Tory Taylor has a cannon of a leg. Oh, I have it on my shorts where he kicked the ball up and it looked like it was going to go to outer space. Like I said, with Tory Taylor placing the opposing offenses in terrible positions, we are going to see we're going to see a lot of pin punts down the one and the defense being in good position. But like I said, going back to the Ryan Poles interview earlier this morning he was talking about Caleb Williams and Justin Fields. And I'd said this earlier in the video, Justin Fields needed a team around him to succeed where Caleb Williams doesn't need a team. He'll win the game because of himself, which was what we want at the end of the day. So anyways, that's my thoughts on mandatory camp day one. Let me know in the comment section down below, but I will be covering more of these as always. Thanks for watching, and Bears